Alright, Soviet Combat Sloth here, and today we're doing an unboxing. It's a fake one. I've already opened this and shot it. Glock. Nah, but it's a Glock. How exciting. Actually, it kind of is. I paid $429 for this thing a couple months ago at PalmettoStateArmory.com. Not affiliated. Why is that exciting? Because Glock 29 SF. It's a 10 millimeter. Out the door after shipping and FFL fees, it was like $485, dog. But this is an unboxing. What you do get is, wow, you get a pistol. Who would have thought? Glock 29 SF, I think it's a 3rd gen. Short frame is the SF. Some people call it slim frame. Either way, the frame dimensions front to back have been reduced, making it a little more accommodating for all hand sizes, or most hand sizes, or some hand sizes. Safety check. She is empty. 10 millimeter, 10 round mags. You get 2. You also get the standard Glock loading tool. You get cleaning brush, your cleaning rod over here. You also get trigger lock and your manual and stuff. Standard Glock fare. But yeah, 429 bucks. It was like 485 after I got it home. Not bad for something this powerful. Has an accessory rail, unlike some of your smaller Glocks. It's my Glock 26. I've had it since like 2015. Carried it a whole bunch. Little size comparison. Definitely a lot thicker in the slide. Definitely a lot thicker in the grip. But the actual up and down in the slide dimensions, the horizontals and the verticals, they're pretty similar. Glock 29, of course, is a little bit longer in the slide barrel region, but yeah. And we'll talk about this for a minute. I had range footage, but I set up my iPhone and filmed nothing but my elbows, and yeah, I didn't do so hot with this thing. I took it out of the box, bought 500 rounds off of Bud's gun shop or something. It was like 240 bucks. Get this to the range. I carried it for a little bit, pocket holster and a Kydex inside the waistband holster. Carries well. It's not overly fat, thick, like it's not overly heavy. I managed to carry it. Pocket holster here. This holster's still fairly good. It's getting a little crease there. But yeah, I carried it in that. It's a little big for pocket carry. Some people really don't like carrying pocket carry, and especially in these type of holsters. But as long as you keep your holster in fairly, keep a fairly decent shape holster, you'll be all right. And don't throw any keys or pocket knives or any kind of other things. Just gun, holster in your pocket. Like nothing else goes in the pocket. Designated pocket for your gun, and you'll be all right. That way nothing gets in there and actuates. And once these start really folding in, like you notice up in this region, maybe it's folding in or something. Like down here is all right. That just kind of messes up your like it starts leaning a little bit once it gets like that. But yeah, if you notice any kind of wear up in here, maybe it starts pinching inwards or something, like get rid of it, because I mean they're only like 10 bucks, so replace them every couple months or 6 months or something. But yeah, back to this. It is a lot better to carry in a Kydex holster, though. I will give you that. But I get this to the range, film nothing but elbows. And yeah, unusable footage, which was disappointing. But what was really disappointing is this thing was malfunctioning. We fired MagTech 180 grain. You can see the mouth of the casings don't look bad. They don't look deformed or nothing. The primer strikes are good. They're pretty heavy strikes. They don't look like they went over pressure or anything, like pockets blown out, I don't think. I'm not no expert. But man, one of those really got lodged in there and would not come out. It was locked up tighter than Fort Knox. I dropped the magazine. That round was already fired. The casing was stuck in the chamber. Would not come out. Tried to rack the slide a bunch. Wouldn't come out. There's a protrusion on the end of the table. I butted the end of the slide here up against the protrusion. Gave it a press. And that freed it up. And one of those casings is what I got. I did have multiple, to be fair, I didn't clean or lube the gun. I just shot it straight out of the box. But I did have multiple failures to eject, failures to feed. I don't know if it was limp wristing. Maybe something's wrong with these magazines. I did buy a Glock 20 15 round mag. And yeah, I noticed a few malfunctions with that. A few malfunctions with the standard mags. Maybe I was limp wristing. I don't know. You really know you're firing a gun when you're shooting this thing. Like, it has a pretty decent punch. The other ammo I fired was SMB 180 grain HPs. They feel like you're shooting basically like a 357 Magnum to me. And I've got some experience shooting guns. I don't get out and shoot very often, so my groups are always a little not great, but they're usually on target. I just couldn't squeeze the accuracy I wanted out of this thing. I know the gun is accurate. It's just me, totally me. I wish I would have saved my target. I put this Allen shoot and see type target on, it was like a bank robber, like torso target. I swung him out to 15 yards, I think it was, self-defense type range. I fired bunches of rounds, but my pattern was like that. A hand-sized pattern about like right here on this shoot and see at like 15 yards, like right about like right there. Big, like a nice big hand-sized pattern. A little bit off on the blue, but they remained on the body of the guy, and I just could not get them in the middle there. I wanted to walk them more like this and a little bit like that, but they were like that, to be technical. But yeah, man, I just couldn't, like, I always shoot a little bit left, but I can usually do a little bit better than that. I just could not shoot that day. Maybe it was me. You just have bad range days sometimes. And well, like I said too, I've never fired 10 millimeter. It's pretty snappy in this gun. I only get out and fire like not a lot, as you can see with the YouTube channel. But some people would have still been satisfied with that accuracy. Like the guy at the range said, he said you still stopped the threat. It's like they all were on the, they were all vital, like body shots, like, but I just didn't feel confident. Like, I've carried it in the pocket holster and the Kydex holster, but I've switched it back to Glock 26. I'm gonna fire more rounds through this because I do want to carry it more. I just kind of experimented with it from gas stations to work and home and just to the grocery store, and nothing crazy. But I just don't feel confident enough, and that's the most important thing. Like, you gotta feel confident in the gun you're choosing and shooting and for carry, and this just isn't it for me at the moment. Like I said, like I probably said, I fired like 200 and something round. Well, no. Yeah, probably close to like 200 rounds. I think it was 150 rounds to be exact. So it wasn't like a small amount of rounds, but it wasn't nothing crazy. And yeah, it didn't go so hot. But to be fair, I did shoot my SAR 9 and I got about the same accuracy out of that. Like I just felt like I had an off day at the range, and like more so than usual. I wish I would have got my footage because that would have been helpful. But yeah, it was just elbows, and that I just didn't feel like I had anything there to add to this video with that. So, meh. But yeah, 429 bucks is like 485 out the door. I guess Glock is discontinuing like 35 models, and this is one of them. And yeah, Palmetto had these for a deal, so I got it. I don't think the deal's on anymore. I think they do have the Glock 30 for that price still, like something like that, 419, 420. So I mean, if that's your cup of tea, I'd get on there and look. Not affiliated, but yeah, they should send me stuff. But yeah, I figure I'm going out of the country real quick. I figure I'd make a nice crappy little video for you real quick, and I don't know, if you like the content, drop a subscribe, drop a like, comment. I'm gonna do like actual proper like shooting video on this thing when I get back, because I got a DJI camera. I'm going overseas and stuff. I'm gonna figure that camera out, and play around with that when I get back. Hopefully we'll get a whole bunch of stuff done. I've been trying to get this video out for a while, and it's just we're working and trying to get over to travel and get ready for that and everything. It's just been nuts. But I don't know. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next one, boy.